Look right at me. Turn your head a little bit more towards me. Give me a big smile. Nice. Okay. And again, we're placing Cindy, our lighting assistant, on the side that's going to go into the part of her hair. So when we can, we want to direct it. See how her hair's falling across that one eye. We don't want to shoot against that. We want to shoot
Flash
into
back
it.
just a little bit, Cindy. Perfect.
And now what Cody's doing is he's posing her. I really want you to kick those hip outs. Really, really pop them out.
Really accentuate it.
Really, really over dramatic. There we go. That's what I want. And now Cody's underexposing on his camera. We're in AV mode, and he's going to underexpose to bring in this solid blue sky. And then in the TTL meter, and it's going to talk back and forth between the master and wireless unit and expose her properly. So the ambient light is going to control how much blue sky we bring in, how much we're going to blow these shadows out in the alleyway, and then the wireless flash, the TTL wireless flash, is going to expose for our subject properly. It's actually almost kind of, it's not HDR, but an HDR where you take the best of the background and the best of the foreground, and you put them together in post work. We're doing that with one image. We're taking the most we can get out of the background with our ambient light settings. We're getting the most we can get out of the foreground with our wireless flash settings, but we're doing it all in one snapshot.
Matt's bringing you another one, and I want you to hold it on her bottom half, okay? You can just hand it to Cindy if you want, and she's just gonna do it on the bottom half. Okay, what I'm doing now, I'm really underexposing the camera because it's already dark in this alleyway, so I need more light. Right now I'm getting kind of a spotlight effect on her face, so I'm introducing another light, and this one's gonna be lower to help illuminate her lower half and her boots. Good. In fact, the bottom one's just a little bit lower, Cindy.
A little bit lower?
Yeah. Good, right there, that'll work. Try popping your other hip. Good. Give me a this hand that's pulling up, kind of put it on this other hip.
While Cody's giving her directions as a general rule, or if I'm in his position, the other one's usually taking some natural light shots, some maybe off-angled shots, some maybe shots of just the boots, maybe just shots of her tattoos and her arms, some stuff that not necessarily going to be an enlargement photo, but it definitely could be used as an album design. It could be used as the beginning of a slideshow or something of that nature. So we're always thinking about post-production work too, because she's got a really funky look and a real fun look, and you don't want to just get your standard traditional portraits with her. Use the advantage. He's using 16-35. I have a 72-200 and a 24-70. So we have a nice range of zoom lenses, and we take the advantage of each of the zoom lens and use it to our full advantage however we see fit.
Okay, you can let your dress down now. Great. I'm happy with it.
Perfect. If possible, put your shoulders on here and kind of arch your back as much as you possibly. Perfect. You don't have to do it right now, but that's what I want when we get ready to shoot.
Now, a lot of times when you're doing these shots, it's good to find the rat traps and shake out any rats that might be in them first.
Cindy's going to do main light. I'm going to do some hair light.
Arch your back. Perfect.
And again, this is a great demonstration of how
love it.
Cody has his main light, the master light, the one that's on his camera. It's actually only acting as a wireless transmitter, meaning it's sending out the signal to both these wireless units, but it's not actually exposing in the image. While you see it flash, you might see it flash. It is flashing, but it's happening just seconds before the actual exposure happens. And then what we're doing is, by Cody, we don't work in ratio, so both these lights are actually outputting the same amount of power as we talked about before. By the simple distance to subject, one is going to be main and one is going to be fill.
I'm getting some natural light shots here.
All right, he's getting natural light now.
Light's perfect. So light stick can relax. Perfect. Look right at me. Give me just kind of a light smile. And I'm cropping the rat trap just out of the image.
I'm going to shoot over you.
Okay.
Look at Cody, don't look at me.
Nice. Beautiful eyes.
Cody's using natural light. I'm going to use off-camera flash. Again, exact same shot, completely two different looks at the exact same time. We're giving our client completely two different possibilities of images she will like. I'm at my maximum shutter speed of 1/8,000th of a second. I'm bringing in the blue sky, and so I'm adjusting my aperture to get as best I can for proper exposure. And I'm at 2 2/3 because I just moved the wireless flash units back. I'm at 2 2/3 on my flash compensation. So I'm very underexposed on my image, which is bringing in the blue sky. And then I'm shooting at 3.2 f-stop and at 2 2/3 on my flash compensation. So right off the bat, I'm bringing in the blue sky. I have her here, and I'm bringing in the entire area. So she's part of the image and not just the image. Good.
There's a little doorway. Maybe we
Epic
can do
safe.
this
I
doorway.
like this, yeah. You got it, Cody?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm gonna get this angle, you get that. Look at Cody, don't look at me. This first shot, again, if you see, we're both taking one shot. We look at our LCD, and from that, we're looking at the exposure compensation, how underexposed we want, which is bringing in that ambient light, and then we're adjusting, also seeing where the flash is. We can fine tune where the flash is gonna be, and then we also control the exposure compensation only on our external flash. We leave our flash compensation in our camera to 0, always. Nice.
Yeah, okay, now this one, spread your legs just a little bit.
Great. Look right here. Yeah, look right at me. Nice. Look off that way. Beautiful. One more, hold on. Let me switch this camera. A little wider. I'm gonna overexpose on this one. I was underexposing a little bit. And now I'm actually bringing out that white dress on this dark brick by overexposing a little bit. And I'm shooting, using some lines between these poles to kind of bring her in.
Last one.
Oh.
I want you to just kind of peek around that corner. In fact, you can use that other hand to put it on that wall. Great. Cindy,
Awesome.
around here.
If you notice, this is exactly, again, how Tricos works. I see a shot, I shoot it. While I'm shooting that shot, Cody's actually seen another shot. As soon as I get finished, we roll right into that location. And so we're able to get many locations in a fast period of time.
Let me have 7,200 on this. One more, Cindy. A little more dramatic, a little more of this. Just, I don't want this pole on her, so just as far as you can get without casting a shadow. Thank you.
ISO's 160. And again, to travel a little more light, if you notice, we got 3 camera bodies with
Perfect.
2 photographers, but we have the full range of lenses from 1635 up to 7200, and so we're going back and forth. We only change 2 things when we shoot. Our exposure compensation on our camera and our flash compensation on the back of our flash. That way, when we hand each other the camera, they're both visual, and so Cody can instantly look, see what his settings are here, and vice versa. So if I change something completely radical when I see a shot, he gets it, and he can change it right back.
Yeah, I want to see both eyes, so right there. Pull your hand up so I can see your hand just by your face. Down with your hand just a little bit, right there. Chin down just a little bit. Great, one more. Great. How's my hair? Is my hair okay? In your mouth? Did you catch it in your mouth? Awesome. Awesome. Get a close up of the rusty water as it's going in her mouth. I'm taking a couple shots. Again, like before, I always shoot, well, I don't always shoot, but